I hope they'll hear us. I'm confident they will hear us. And I just want to say thank you to Mayor Cam Guthrie for his leadership. He did a lot last year when we were dealing with some of the consequences of the provincial budget. I think it led to his leadership, and the solidarity of the mayors led to some reconsideration of some of the things that were in that budget. But it's another year, and so there's another set of challenges that are in front of us. And I hope with his leadership and the solidarity of the group that met this morning, we can make as much progress as we made last year. In fact, even more so. And that we will then be in a position to protect the success that is really the province of Ontario today and some of its big cities, and be able to move forward in 2020 and beyond. And so, on that note, with many thanks for his leadership of this organization on an ongoing basis, I'll introduce Mayor Cam Guthrie, Mayor of the City of Guelph.
Great, thank you, Mayor Tory. Thank you very much for allowing Toronto to host the LUMCO meeting today. We all really appreciate it. We thought it was very important to get together, especially in advance of the provincial budget, to talk about the common concerns that we have and also opportunities for all the Ontario big cities. And I really appreciate that Health Minister Christine Elliott and the Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing, Steve Clark, both joined us today. And as Mayor Tory just said, I do appreciate the province's willingness to sit down with the big city mayors. We have always said that as mayors, we want to be partners at the table with the province. We want to solve problems together through better, more efficient government, and today's meeting was actually a perfect example of that. So LUMCO is made up of 29 mayors of cities with populations over 100,000 people, and collectively that represents almost 70% of the population of Ontario. And we all have diverse needs of all the cities that we all represent. No surprise in that. But we each have unique strengths and challenges, and we want to make sure that we bring them to the province's attention. But we also have a lot in common, and we felt it was very important to have that one voice, especially in anticipation of the provincial budget. And we want to urge the province to invest in areas that are of concern to all of us. So together, the LUMCO mayors have actually identified 6 different priorities that we want the government to hear, and the priorities for the people that we represent. And so these issues that we are seeing and hearing about are the issues that are on the ground for our cities across Ontario. And they are, first is healthy communities. We need the province to work with us to address the growing mental health and the addiction crisis that's happening in our cities. And that includes supportive housing, especially as Mayor Tory just mentioned as well. The mental health and addiction crisis has become an absolute tragedy in growing in our cities, and it's at a rate that's actually starting to outpace the ability for us to even help those in need. Healthy communities depend on strong local public health services and ambulance services, and we're very glad that the province's advisor on the public health and emergency health, Jim Pine, was at our meeting today, where we were able to convey issues of common issues with us to him, and also for him to answer some questions on some of the province's planned reforms that are coming forward. Now, we also need to ensure that growth pays for growth. That also can help with a healthy community, and our members are watching to see if the More Homes, More Choices Act and the Community Benefits Framework that is under review right now gives us that ability to maintain our stance, which is that growth should pay for growth. And we remain concerned also about housing supply and affordability. The second was gridlock. Too many of us are experiencing this. It strangles our economy, reduces our quality of life, and I want to acknowledge the Ontario government's historic investments in transit in some of these LUMCO communities. And we know there's a promise that there's more to come. We look forward to continued expansion of GO services as well, investments in local services, and active transportation. Next, of course, is climate change, as referenced by Mayor Tory. We too, as the other mayors, we are hoping to see the green infrastructure fund intake for municipalities with populations actually over 100,000. This will address growing costs of climate change. It will also reduce costs for residents and make all of our cities a lot more sustainable. As we have seen time and time again, cities are at the front line of climate change, and we are leading the way with innovative solutions. Next, of course, is economic competitiveness, and we want to continue to work with the province on reducing red tape. They have expressed a very strong commitment in this, and LUMCO welcomes it. Duplication of services between the municipal government and with the province is a good example of trying to reduce red tape, and the LUMCO members We have in all of our cities professional, responsible staff that are overseeing many initiatives, and we don't need any more onerous oversight from provincial agencies. We also encourage the province to continue to address the high cost of doing business in Ontario by continuing to reduce electricity rates. Lastly, and as mentioned by John Tory and by many of the other mayors, it is around gun violence. Now, Premier Ford has been a leader in trying to prioritize the investments in reducing gun and gang violence in Ontario, but we need more. And LUMCO members are united in supporting the need for this action to address gun violence. This includes better coordination of public safety activities, better funding, and strict implementations of laws, especially over gun sales. Now, I provided this input to the province on LUMCO's behalf during the Ontario pre-budget consultations. The big city mayors look forward to working with the province to chart a course forward to improving Ontario cities, and today's meeting was a very good step in that direction. Again, I want to thank Ministers Elliott and Clark for joining our meeting today. I want to again thank Mayor Tory and the City of Toronto for their hospitality. And finally, I want to thank all the LUMCO members for coming together. It was a very positive and productive discussion today. These types of discussions are good for the people we represent, all of us, and it's good for Ontario as a whole. And with that, thank you again, Mayor Tory, and welcome to take any questions you can.
Please